20 years after Hurricane Katrina left behind a path of death and destruction, ABC's Robin Roberts returned to New Orleans and found inspiring stories of resilience.
Hurricane Katrina, 20 years after the storm, with Robin Roberts, airs tomorrow. ABC's Jacqueline Lee has a look at some of Robin's visit.
August 29, 2005, Hurricane Katrina made landfall along the U.S. Gulf Coast. ABC's Robin Roberts was there after it hit, brought to tears as she reported on the unimaginable death and destruction.
You hadn't been able to make contact with your own family yet. Have you done so?
They're okay.
They're okay? Because I know they're right there on the Gulf Coast. Mom's okay, sister's okay?
They're all right.
Robin getting a first-hand look back then at what Katrina left behind.
I had never in my entire life seen that kind of destruction.
Now, 20 years later, traveling to New Orleans, the scene of so much devastation and despair in the days following Katrina. Today, the city's recovery shaped not just by rebuilding efforts, but by the revival of its vibrant music scene. Just months after the storm, in April of 2006, Jazz Fest returned to New Orleans, an event that symbolized hope and resilience. Robin recently visited with New Orleans native Harry Connick Jr. at the city's Jazz Museum.
It's a phrase you hear a lot, the birthplace of jazz, but it was the birthplace of everything I did. I mean, everything I started as a child started here, and I don't think I would be the person I am had I been from somewhere else.
She also traveled back to her hometown.
There's no discounting the destruction and the pain that New Orleans went through, but the eye of the storm went over the Mississippi Gulf Coast, not far from my home of Pasquishan.
Her high school destroyed.
Science over there, math over there.
A new building now stands in its place.
Wow. I cannot believe that is the high school. They brought a lot of the memorabilia from the old high school. Still, it's kind of tugs at you that you don't have your high school.
Katrina was a devastating natural disaster, but the rebuilding began almost immediately.
All day, I was inspired by the regular people who put their own lives on hold to come here and pitch in.
Talk about being resilient. This is something about the South. You're not knocking us down completely.
20 years after the storm, that resilience continues. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News.